Customizing the default 2011 WordPress theme. How to change the font style, size, and color of the post title on the home page and the post page. Let's scroll down here just a little bit so you can get a better view of what I'm referring to. This is the post title right here, and this is the home page. Now I'm going to show you here in a second how you can also do the same thing on the actual post page that you will get to. Well, let's say if we just click on the link, and here we are. But I'll cover that here in just a second. Let's head on back to the home page for now. Let's take a look at what this looks like after we've added the code. There you go. So you can see you can change the size, the color, and the font style. Now let's take a look at the code we're going to use to do this. Now there's two different codes. This one here we're going to use for the home page, and if you wanted to also change the code for the individual post page, then just below this one, of course without the borders thingy there, just below this code you can add this code here. But let's do one at a time here. I'm going to copy this into my clipboard, open up my handy dandy Notepad++ text editor, and this is my style.css for my child theme. If you do not yet have a child theme, then you want to do the same thing in the parent theme's style.css and just overwrite the existing style.css that you have on your server. And you can also do all the same stuff inside the editor window on the appearance section of your WordPress dashboard if you want to do it all kind of in-house, so to speak. And it saves you a few steps. But I want to show you this way too. I can open up my FTP client, and I'm going to upload my style.css, overwriting the existing one, again in my child theme. Let's close this down, close this down, close this down, and let's come on back to our home page here. And there you can see the change that has taken place. Now then, if we click on this link here, it'll take us to the post page. Now you can see where it did have the font style take effect. Let's see about changing the rest of that. Let's open up our code one more time, and right here copy that into my clipboard, and point out too that in the code we just added you can edit the color, the style, and the size. Now the text decoration, you can also edit that too. I did not demonstrate that, but here you can put things like a line under or a line over the text, even a line through the text, but that would be kind of, I don't know, silly looking for a title, but it is an option. And you can also here, on what I'm about to add, adjust the size of the font, the color of the font, and the line height, as well as the font weight. These two here, unless you really know what you're doing, I wouldn't mess with. Just the font size and the color is what I'm going to demonstrate. Now the font size, if you get too big, then you can increase the number of lines that the title will take up. That's not that big of an issue, but I did want to make you aware of that point. So let's go ahead and copy this again just to make sure it's in my clipboard, and let's head on back over to my Notepad++, hit the return key, drop down a line, paste that code in there, and let's save this, open up the FTP client, overwrite, upload and override the existing style.css in my child theme, close this down, close that down, close that down, and now then let's refresh the page and we should have a different color. There you go. And we could also adjust the size as I had pointed out too, and maybe put that back onto a single line. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Tell you what, let me demonstrate that by going direct into our appearance subpanel of the dashboard of our WordPress site, clicking on editor, and come on down here and adjust the pixels to, let's say, 28. That should be pretty dinky, probably too small, but let's go ahead and see what that will do. And then we'll go with update file. Come on back here and refresh, and there you go. It's a little more in line with the rest of this. But that's a couple ways how you can edit the text in your post title in both your individual post page and on your home page.